yeah, look at that. Avasti mateys. Just cruising in here, having a look at this reef here. The original plan today was to come in and see if I can't find a couple of kingfish. It's been a while. Just haven't been able to find them over summer. I don't know if that's asleep. Oh, there's a dolphin. Scared the bejesus out of me. Look at this guy. Whoa, sick. G'day, buddy. How are you, mate? What's going on? Fancy a selfie? What do you think, mate? Hey? You're pretty cool, aren't you? Wow. You want something to eat, don't you? That's what you're after. I'm not feeding you, mate, because that's just teaching you bad habits. Looks like other people have already taught you bad habits. That's why you're here, isn't it? Yeah, do you want to be on Instagram? Wow. So that's, oh, that's about as cool as it gets. How is this guy's form? Wow, there's such a big animal, eh? He's a big animal. I've swum with this guy a couple of times. It's the same guy, he's always hanging around the same sort of area. Oh, there's another one over there. Well, that didn't even look like a dolphin, that looked like a seal. Where's he, mate? Oh, there's heaps of them. Oh, there's babies there as well. Just keep your eye on the price, Scotty, because there's waves breaking everywhere here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow. And this guy, how's your form, buddy? Whoa! He's trying to eat my phone. Nearly had it there too. Oh wow, that is incredible. I'm not feeding you, mate. I'm not feeding you because that's teaching you bad habits. Oh, this little one here even sounds cute with his little poop. Wow. Anyway, back on with what we were doing. I'm coming here to see if I can have a crack at some kingfish, but the swell is kind of up a little bit. I'm kind of sick of, every time I come out here I'm always telling you how the weather's not what they said it was going to be, and it's just Perth. Welcome to Perth, where the weather is never what they say it's going to be. But there has been a decent swell run in the last few days, so this was kind of to be expected. I'm just going to go over here towards this reef. I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the sun. Probably not. I'll head over here and just see if I can get... Oh my god, stuff is jumping out the back there. I'm pretty sure I just saw a tuna fully launch out of the water behind the reef here. Wow. Okay, concentrate, Scotty. I'm going to turn off the camera and see if I can find somewhere to park that's going to be safe. So I'm sort of at the side of the reef here. I'm in a sandy hole here. This is 5 meters deep. I don't know if you can see that or not. The swell is still kind of jacking up here. Yeah, that's not cool. If you get a wide one come through and it breaks here, that's not going to be cool if I'm anchored up, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to have to go around the back a bit and find a bit more deeper water, because that's not going to work for me, unfortunately. It's kind of a bit disappointing because I really want to sit here and cast back towards the I want to cast back towards all that whitewash and those bombies just over there, because that's where the fish will be. I've come inside. I'm just tucked inside of it here. I can anchor in here pretty safely, but there's a fair bit going on. There's a lot of water moving around in here. I'll just go in a bit closer, see how I feel. I might sit here for a little while. It's not going to be very comfortable, but that's for sure. Alright, I'm in, and I'm tied up on a pretty short rope. I'm pretty close to the platform over here. I know I'm sheltered from the big swells, they won't break over the top. I'm sitting in 3 meters here. There's some pretty gnarly bombies just over there, and my anchor is over there in that sandy hole. I don't know if you can see it, but my anchor's over there. So I know when I pull out, I'll pull out this way and the wind's going to blow me back out this way. Anything happens, the wind is going to blow me back down this way, away from reef or away from any trouble. You can see it boiling over there, but that's cool because it's water like that moving around and pressure zones like that, and whitewash like this is where the kings like to play. So I'll get set up. I'm on like, oh wow, the swell is really pumping out the back there. I'll get set up. I'm going to tie on a couple of lures, I don't know, some little stick baits or something, and just have a few casts around, flick around, see what I can come up with in here. I'll give it a while. It's actually not too bad in close. It was a bit more lumpy and gutsy just sort of over there more. In close here is actually not so bad. It's not exactly calm, but it's okay. Anyway, I'll get rigged up, give it a few casts, see if I can turn myself up a king, and as it gets a little bit later, I'm going to head out a bit and see if I can get myself a snapper for dinner or something. So I've tied on, it's just a little stick bait here. I don't know, some no-name thing I got off of eBay. Cheap. It's got a bit of weight to it and a cast well, that's why I'm going with this. And also, because I'm a glutton for punishment, I've got a fly. I've gone back with the smaller size one. It's a little, I think it's a 2.0 hook. A little 2.0. I'm going to have this just, I'm going to strip a bit of fly line out and just have it sitting down here. Just have it sitting down here ready to go. Just in case. Sometimes with the kings you can scare them, you can, they'll follow your, zip that up, get me out of the wind. Sometimes with the kings they'll follow your stick baits and they'll follow them all into the burley trail, and they just hang around at the back of the boat like this. And if that's the case, and I get a shot, I'll whack a fly out just because it's a stupid thing to do. I'll get a few casts in with this one first, so see if I can't get something happening with the stick bait. I've got a couple of bread rolls and a handful of muleys in the pot there. You can probably see dribbling out the back. The water is beautiful and clear in here, so nice. I'm pretty chuffed I saw those dolphins. That's just, I don't know, it's just an awesome thing to see. Anyway, stop flapping your gums, Scotty. Start fishing. You're not catching up and standing here flapping your gums. So my little stick bait here, I'm just finding it a bit too light to get it where I need it to go. So I've upped it to this Wonder Pilchard. I think it's 50 or 60 grams. Just something a little bit heavier. Put it on the 30-pound outfit. Just a bit more castable. And I should be able to get it into the whitewater over here I wanted to get. The little stick bait just wasn't quite getting to where I needed it. That was a big hit. I'm pretty sure it's just a skippy, but far out. Oh, he just got off. Wow. That just shocked me. I'm just winding away casually. And then out of nowhere, kabam. I'm pretty sure that was just a skippy, but far out. It hit hard. Oh. Oh, what's this? Oh, that feels... Wow, the skippy hitting this Wonder Pilchard now. Oh, this feels a bit more substantial than a skippy though, is it? I'm pretty sure it's just a skippy. Wow, the skippy are putting in today. Look at this guy. Mate, that's a big lure for you. Look at the size of the lure he just hit. And did he hit it hard? Mate, good job. Have a look at this. This is just nuts. That is a ridiculous amount of skippy. You could just about catch him by hand. Wow. That's a lot of skippy. That's a good sign though. If you've got a feeding frenzy like that going on, that's bound to attract some bigger stuff into the, to come over and have a look. If there's anything bigger around, they'll surely come over and go, what's going on over here? Oh! surface hit. Look at that, I only just cast that out. It got slammed on the surface. Wow. Oh, this is actually quite fun. Manageable size fish on the fly rod. So what this is really doing is just putting out some distress signals in the water. If Mr. Kingfisher's around, he'll be able to know, he'll be able to feel that. He'll be able to sense that something's going on. Beautiful little fish, a little blue deceiver style fly. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is put the fly rod away and stay with the original plan for now. I've had my fun. So I'm just up here on the bow so I can work these bommies in front of me. There's a pack of bommies in front of me and all this whitewash over here. So I come up here, it's going to be chaos if I hook up here, but I'll worry about that when the time comes. I was trying to cast from the back, but I kept getting in trouble with the anchor rope. So I'll just sit here for a bit, see what I can turn up. Get comfortable so I don't fall off. Maybe the kings just aren't home today. What's really killing me is, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a pack of birds just over the back there, off the side, diving and bombing the surface of the water. They've been there for like the last 15 minutes. That's where I wanted to fish, but I just can't get in there because of the swell. And there's birds there smashing bait fish off the surface, which probably says that's where the kings will be if they're going to be anywhere. But you got to be safe. Okay, I'm going to move out of here now. The skippy are absolutely on the rampage in here, but so far I haven't seen a king, and I want to get out of here. The sun's on its way down, and I don't want to be motoring around in here as it gets a bit darker, because then I can't see the bommies, and I know I'm pretty safe to get out that way there, but I don't want to run into anything either way. I've been sitting here watching these birds breaking up over here, and they're busting up like right where I wanted to sit, and I've been watching it and it's been fine. And I was almost about to go around there, and then I saw a big sneaky set come around and break around the corner pretty much right there, so it just confirms that I did the right thing. I didn't go there, but I'm gonna go around the back of the reef and anchor up around the back of the reef and see if I can't get a snapper or something as the sun sets. But if I can get in a bit closer without it being too dangerous, if I can find some deep water close to the reef, I'll stop there and belly up. Those birds actually look like they're out in the sandy channel over there now, so I'll go out that way and have a look. Get out of here first without hitting anything. So this is a little bit different ground to what I would normally fish for snapper. There's a break in reef behind. You can see there's birds just over here too. So right behind me here, it comes up to 3 and 4 meters here. There's big bommies right behind me, and then there's a reef that breaks just in front. I found a sandy hole. This is a sandy hole here, and it's 9 meters or 8.7 meters. You can kind of see it's like a bit of a cul-de-sac here. So where it says 9 and 10, this is sand, and up here is obviously quite heavy reef into the 4s and the 3s. So I'm anchored off the back in the sandy hole where I'll be perfectly safe from the swells and stuff. And I like the fact that this bird's hanging around, because that means there's bait and stuff in the area, which is a good sign. The sun, I reckon I've got maybe half an hour, 20 minutes of sun left. So I'm going to get some baits out here. Oh, come on. What's this? This could just be peckers off the bottom. That's pretty heavy reefs, pretty heavy wrasse territory down there. So it wouldn't surprise me if it's the usual suspects. Baited. Oh, I think I just got skipped. Yep, just hit that moving bait. Leave my baits alone, Skippy. There you go. okay little skippy. I'm actually going to keep a couple of these, keep a couple for a feed. They go alright. They're not as good as a snapper. Some people love them. I'm not a huge fan of them. But as it stands, I'll keep a couple, and if I catch a snapper, I'll use them for bait tomorrow because I'm heading out with Jack tomorrow anyway. Wow. You see that one go through. Lucky I'm sitting here in this deeper hole. That just shows that just goes to highlight. Make sure you always know where you're sitting and know what's around you. Because another 10 meters that way and those waves might be getting me. I'm here, I know where I am, I know I'm in 10 meters here, I'm safe, but just over there is 3 and 4 meters, and in a decent sort of swell, that's not safe. As you just saw there, that one just peeled off and broke. Not what you want when you're sitting at anchor. Oh, I'm in over here. What's going on here? Is this a skippy? Yeah, it feels like a skippy. Oh, geez, they've got some go, these skippy. They're just not the target I'm after at the moment. Oh, this one's really putting in. Slugging it out on the bottom. Come on, mate. Wow. Oh, he's foul hooked. That's a decent sized skippy. Oh, here we go. What's this? This could be the target species. So my plan here was, as you guys can see, there's a lot of breakers behind me here and a lot of shallow reef. So my plan was to sit in the deeper water and hope my burley was going to go that way towards the shallow reef, and maybe scare some kings out if there's any kings around. Normally the smell of a bit of burley will bring them around, but also the snapper sometimes hang around in this real heavy sort of stuff. This is not my typical snapper fishing sort of grounds, as I mentioned before. This is sort of a little bit different to what I would normally fish, but I know they hang around in this sort of stuff. This shallow sort of stuff. It's just harder to fish because there's a lot more skippy and a lot more pickers and stuff like that. It just makes it a bit more tricky. It feels like a half decent fish. What side are you going to go on, mate? I kind of really want you on this side. Oh, the net's on that side. All right, come with me this way. And I'll just lift him up there. Well, I think he's a half decent fish. He'll be an eating size fish, that's for sure. Oh, he's decent. Yeah, I had a feeling there would be some pinks around. Like I've said plenty of times, and people don't believe me because they all seem to think I've got some kind of secret spot. The pinkies are just everywhere. They really are everywhere. Just put some burley in the water and they will come eventually. Oh, far out, he nearly smacked me in the mush there. Oh, he's a feisty little sucker. Photo of this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, tiger. Okay, that didn't go so well. I've still got him, but jeez, feisty little fella. I'll keep him low so he falls into the boat now, not over the side like he just did then. There he is. Nice little pinky. He'll go about 65, I guess. 67 centimeters. He's pretty much perfect eating size for me. And he will go into the esky. I reckon I'm going to give it another 10 minutes here, and then I'm going to go. I've got what I came for. There's no need to be too greedy, but I reckon I can get a bigger one. Potentially. Now I've seen that. Like I said, snapper are pretty much everywhere. They love the reef, but they also love sand. You can tell by their colour, that silvery pink colour, that they hang around on the sand a lot. That's the camouflage against the sand. So while heavy reef is good and they will hang around in the kelp and around the kelpy sort of areas, they spend a lot of their time on the sand as well. So kelpy areas with like sandy holes with like kelpy edges is always a good spot to target them, and that's pretty much exactly what I got here. A big sandy hole, kelpy edges, some real heavy reef over behind me there. It just had to happen really. Normally I'd target them a bit further out on the bank in some sort of deeper water. Behind me here is only like 5 or 6 meters. But like I say, they're just everywhere. I've never fished this spot before. First time I've been here. You can see my GPS before. I showed you there's no marks. First time I've been here. If you don't try new things, you don't get new results. Now I know they're here, I might try again. As I've been sitting here, I've been looking over here a bit further, just to the side of this reef where it's breaking. There's another big sandy hole over there, which I like as well. Once more, with a bit of south in it, the burley would be wafting out towards that reef. And if there's any kings hanging around in there, you might be able to drag them out. Kings were actually the goal today, but they've been tough to find recently. I don't know, all through summer I've really struggled to find them. Last year, I think it was in the demersal, through the demersal bands is when we started getting them last year, which is sort of the end of winter. So I don't know if that's the thing or if that's just when we're getting them, or I don't know, I haven't really unlocked the kings yet. I'd like to though. I'm out of here. Had a great time. Like, just seeing those dolphins was enough for me. Seeing those dolphins, watching this sun go down, just kicking back in that little dynamic zone where I was. I just love it. I just love the energy. I just love the connection with nature. Just love being out here. And yeah, if I wasn't making videos, I'd be doing it anyway. I'd still be out here. But yeah, the fact that I get to do it in such an awesome boat, and yeah, share it with everyone, share it with people. It's just a bonus really. I'm loving life. Thanks everyone for watching. Like I've said before, it really means a lot to me that people watch and you know, respond positively. Can't even talk straight, Scotty. Respond positively to my videos. So thanks a lot for that. I'm out with Jack tomorrow. So until then, stay tuned and I'll see you in the next episode. Yeew!